This happened 5 years ago, but I still have nightmares about it. Like, real nightmares. I'll wake up in the middle of the night drenched in sweat, replaying that day over and over, asking myself if I could have done something different. But the truth is, I can't take it back. And I don't know if I ever really want to tell the people involved. So instead, I'm telling you. I'm 30 now. But when this happened, I was 25. Fresh out of college, working my first real job, trying to figure out who I was as an adult. I wasn't reckless, but I wasn't exactly cautious either. I thought I was invincible in that way you do in your mid-20s, when consequences feel like something that happens to other people. And then, one night changed all of that. It started with a road trip. My best friend, let's call her Jess, wanted to celebrate her engagement with one last spontaneous adventure before she settled down. There were 4 of us in the car that night. Jess, her fiancé Mark, me, and another friend, Tyler. It was supposed to be fun. Music blasting, windows down, bad gas station snacks, and hours of pointless conversation. And for the first few hours, it was exactly that. But then, the drinks came out. Not for me. I was driving. For them. And here's where I have to pause, because even saying this out loud makes me sound like the world's worst friend. I wasn't just driving. I was also drinking. Not a lot, or at least that's what I kept telling myself. Just 1 beer. Just 1 more, I'm fine. I wasn't fine. I grew up in a family where drinking was normalized. My dad would knock back 3 beers before dinner and still drive us to the store. My uncles laughed about DUIs like they were war stories. So when I say I thought just 2 drinks didn't matter, I need you to understand, I was taught it didn't matter. But that night, it did. It was late. The roads were dark and winding. Mark and Jess were arguing in the back seat, something stupid about wedding colours, I think. Tyler was half asleep in the passenger seat. I remember tightening my grip on the wheel, trying to block it all out, just focusing on the yellow lines ahead of me. And then, headlights. A truck came around the corner too fast. Or maybe I drifted into their lane. Honestly, I don't know. All I remember is the blinding light and the sound, that sickening metal on metal crunch as everything shattered around me. The car spun, Jess screamed, Tyler's head slammed into the window, and then silence. When I opened my eyes, the car was upside down in a ditch. Smoke, shattered glass, blood, too much of it. Jess was moaning, pinned under her seatbelt. Tyler wasn't moving. Mark was shouting my name, trying to shake me awake. In that moment, I should have been calling 911. I should have been checking pulses, doing something. But do you know what I was doing? I was panicking about the beer cans. 3 empty ones rolling around the floor of the car. My fingerprints all over them. The smell on my breath. I thought, if the cops come, they'll know. They'll test me. I'll go to jail. My life will be over. So instead of helping right away, I grabbed those cans and shoved them into my backpack. While Jess was bleeding, while Tyler was unconscious, while Mark was screaming, I was covering my own ass. And that's the part I can't forgive myself for. We all survived. Barely. Jess broke her leg in 3 places and still limps sometimes. Tyler was in a coma for 2 weeks. Mark walked away with a few broken ribs. Me? Just a concussion. The police report said the other driver, the guy in the truck, had been speeding and crossed the line. He got the blame. No one ever asked if I'd been drinking. No one ever suspected me. Everyone called me a hero for staying calm, for protecting Jess while Mark pulled her out of the car. My mom cried when she heard. My boss sent flowers. And all I could think about was those beer cans hidden in my backpack, sitting in my closet like evidence waiting to be found. For weeks, I told myself I'd confess. I'd walk into Jess's hospital room and tell her the truth. But every time I saw her pale face, her broken leg, her forced smile, I couldn't do it. Because what good would it do? Tyler was already brain damaged. Jess already had her life altered. Mark already hated himself for not protecting her. Would telling them really make anything better? Or would it just destroy me too? I chose silence. And here's where I want to ask you. If you'd been in my shoes, would you have confessed? Or would you have done what I did? Bury it and pretend it never happened? Because 5 years later, I still don't know the answer. Jess married Mark a year later. She walked down the aisle with a limp, smiling through the pain. Tyler came in a wheelchair. Everyone clapped like it was a miracle story. And me, I was the maid of honor. Standing there with a speech about friendship and love while this giant lie sat in my chest, choking me. Sometimes when Jess and I hang out, she'll talk about that night. She says things like, "If you hadn't been driving, we'd all be dead." She thanks me. Do you know how twisted that feels? I've thought about telling her 100 times, but I always stop myself, because if I do, she'll never look at me the same way again. She'll know that while she was bleeding, while Tyler was slipping into a coma, I was worried about saving myself. And that's the part that keeps me up at night. Not the crash itself, but that one selfish decision. That's what haunts me. 5 years later, I can still smell the smoke, still hear Jess screaming, still see Tyler's head snapping forward. It's like my punishment is reliving it forever. Seriously, leave a comment. I still don't know if staying quiet makes me a coward or just human. Because every time I close my eyes, I wonder if maybe confessing would finally set me free, or if it would just destroy everything all over again. Last month, Jess called me. She said, "Sometimes I wonder if there's more to that night than we know, the way you looked right after the crash. You seemed guilty, like you were hiding something." I laughed it off, changed the subject, but deep down, I know she's right. So yeah, this happened 5 years ago, but I still have nightmares about it, and maybe one day the truth will come out. But until then, I'll keep smiling, keep pretending, and keep dying a little inside every time she calls me her best friend.